to Danny Robertson Music, where we try to help you become the performer that you are meant to be. I'm Danny Robertson. Thanks for joining me again this week. I just got done with about 3 weeks worth of practices that every Sunday for the last few weeks, we've had a 3-hour practice with a group that I work with that never practices. We get together once per year with every musician that could be playing in the group. We hash out the details of a bunch of new songs, and we work through any issues that we've had with older songs that we were already playing. The springtime is always a great time to take a look at your set, the music that you're playing, the songs that are working and not working, and if you want to add anything new to your equation. I call it spring cleaning your set list. If you play covers in any way, shape, or form, I'd suggest that at least once a year, you take a look at your set, you figure out what's working and what's not working, and you spring clean your set list. So the first thing to do when you spring clean your set list is to look at what really works. Take a look at all the songs that hit every single time at every single show. What are your what I would call your top songs? What are the best heavy hitters, the ones that you want to put in every single show because they get your crowd going every single time? Document all of those songs, and then I want you to secondarily look at how many of those songs are being played by every single cover artist in town? Because if you're playing the same things that everybody else is playing, what are you doing to differentiate yourself from anybody else? I'll give you a good example of this. 2 of the groups that I've played with in the last year both play Uptown Funk. That song is played by everybody in town. And I just kind of go, yes, it's a great song that people like to dance to, but what's making this version better than the other versions that the audience is hearing around town? And if somebody else is playing it in town in a better version than what I am currently doing, I look at going, there's 2 options. Either I find a way to elevate the quality of that song, or I drop that song completely. Secondly, you want to look at what songs don't work. These usually are pretty obvious. These are the ones that you kind of go, good song, but for some reason, you can't get your crowd to participate in that song. And there could be one of several reasons for that. The song could be placed in the wrong part of your show, or it could also be that the song was a huge hit a year ago, but nobody cares about it now. So what do you do in that case? You either look at repurposing the song in a different place, redoing the song to make it more exciting or more energetic or something that will get more audience engagement, or you scrap it completely. And sometimes that's hard to do, but sometimes it's absolutely necessary. Thirdly, when you're spring cleaning your set list, you want to think about every song in the mix and what is in the right and wrong place. Taylor Swift is all over the news right now because she had just dropped, I think, a double album release like 2 weeks ago. It could be that you play a Taylor Swift song, but right now you're throwing it into the end of your 3rd set at the end of the night. But Taylor Swift is really popular right now, so maybe it makes sense to bring that song up to the front of the show. Get more audience engagement. Try to keep your show moving so that it's never quite the same from show to show. Sometimes your best hitting stuff happens in the first set, and it's because it's the songs that are in the first set. Sometimes maybe you want those songs to be closer to the end or the middle of the show, and you want to bring other songs that don't get as much attention into the beginning of the show. Find out what works in a different place. So try to rearrange when you can. Finally, the obvious one that you want to do when you're spring cleaning your set list is think about new material. Are there any new hit songs that have been out this year that you would like to play? Are there any original pieces of music that you'd like to write into your live show? Are there any old school hits that would work really well with your audience, but you just haven't thrown it into your show yet? Think about the new material that you want to throw into your show. Try to add at least 10 new songs a year, because that will help you as musicians to grow and grow as entertainers so that you learn a little bit more about what your audience resonates with. So to spring clean your set list, Really dial in on what songs really work and why do they really work? What songs really don't work and why don't they work? And what would you do differently? Would you put them in a different place or would you scrap them or something else? Try to rearrange your show. The songs that always hit in the first set, see if they'll hit in the second set. The songs that never hit because they're always in the third set, maybe those belong in the first set. Try to see where you can make some changes and see how you can elevate your show in different ways. And lastly, add some new material. Get that new hot song that everybody's wanting to play or something that nobody's expecting you to play. Those are the fun ones to play because sometimes those are your best hitters. If you want to learn more about how to do this kind of stuff, there's a free guide on my website at DannyRobertsonMusic.com that talks all about how to do things with your set list. It's called the Setlist Checklist. Check it out when you get a chance. That's it for this week. Have a great next show. Get to work on your set list, and we'll see you soon. Take care.